People are going to see you achieve this level of emotional fulfillment and abundance in your life, and they're going to think that you had it so easy. It's going to appear like you've had it so easy, like you just caught some lucky break. And in reality, nobody is aware of the strength that it took you to get yourself into the energy of the Empress. Nobody's aware of that. It's like everyone wants to ask you, how did you do it? How did you do it? How did you get here? How did you find that prosperity? How did you step into that abundance? How are you making that much money? How? But then you give people the answer. You give them your own playbook. You say, well, it took me dealing with this trauma that happened to me when I was this age. It took me sitting in this, crying myself to sleep, purging all of these old emotions. It took me sitting with myself and asking myself the most uncomfortable questions. People don't even realize the amount of work. What's that quote? That's like, people don't know the amount of chaos it took to get to this peace, or something like that. People have no idea the amount of work, spiritual, energetic work, emotional work that it took you to heal from certain heartbreaks, to face yourself. Like, this is the energy that you had to sit in before you're able to step into the 10 of Cups. And you weren't shying away from it. That's the thing about you. So when people come into contact with you, you give them no choice but to either do this for themselves, or they can't be in your energy because it just doesn't resonate. It doesn't align. You don't align with people that aren't willing to also see themselves in the way that you've seen yourself. You can only meet people as far as they've met themselves. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like now that you've developed this level of spiritual attunement, you're starting to realize who is, I don't want to say worthy, because that sounds like it's coming from a space of ego, but who is even able to exist in your energy. And this is not coming from a space of you ever looking down at anyone on their journey. I feel like you've moved past that. Okay, you've learned, you've grown, you've moved on from that. You're able to love people where they're at, but from a distance, babe. From a distance, because there's something about you protecting all of this peace that you've been building for yourself. You don't hold judgment for others. I feel like the path that you went on, you had to experience so much darkness, which allowed you to hold this divinity for others, this space of non-judgment for others, this space of unconditional love for other people. So you will always be able to hold that space and that love for other people. But now you know what you want to have in your own energy. Because the thing about being an abundant person, when you have a lot of people living in a perpetual state of lack around you and you're trying to live in a state of abundance, you find yourself constantly at war with other people's perspectives. It's hard to coexist with that. So I feel like you're being just super discerning and selective with your energy right now, because you are the bringer of the 10 of Cups. This is your path. This is the path that you've chosen for yourself, and you give people the invitation to take this path also. But it's up to them ultimately. And I feel like in the past, you might have tried to pull people with you, drag people with you is what I'm hearing. And there's something about you finally now realizing, like, the people that want to choose this path, they will make themselves known and you will be eager there to help them. And all of the people that unfortunately will be left behind, it's like you're making peace with it. You're making peace with it. And there's something about you always praying for people that you can't bring with you, or always setting intentions for them, but you know better than to try to make somebody heal. How somebody decides to heal, or if somebody decides to heal, is entirely up to them, and it's not your choice. But you do offer them this way in, you know? Whew! That was powerful. Is it because it's my birthday tomorrow, or what? Because that was powerful as heck. If you were here for this whole reading, drop a blue butterfly in the chat, okay? This one's yellow, but you know, blue butterfly. Because that was powerful. That was potent. For my people that have been keeping up with me, that was a good one. That was a good one. Anyways, when I'm posting this, I'll actually be posting it on my birthday. So it'll be my birthday today when you see this. But anyways, I love you so much. I filmed a YouTube video if you do feel called to connect with that energy. And yeah, I will talk to you very soon.